Dahmer hit the headlines in 1991 after confessing to the murder of 17 young men in the states of Wisconsin and Ohio. Gone undetected for 13 years, the details of Dahmer's offenses shocked the world, following his capture and led to a life sentence of at least 936 years in prison in 1992. Dahmer not only killed his victims, but he also raped and performed an act of cannibalism, which makes this case become the most gruesome murder case that's ever happened in history.
Witnesses who lived next door to Dahmer's apartment states that he often smelled horrible scents came out of Dahmer's room ventilation. It was then when they found out the horrible smells came from the body of the victims who were kept in the fridge, and some of it were kept in a barrel full of acid.
The smells were terrible. I once confronted him about the smells, and he said it was the meat he bought from the supermarket and it gone expired in his fridge. This could be the most shocking news that ever happened in history. It's really crazy.
Have you ever encountered any suspicious activity inside his apartment room?
Never, but he seems to be a calm and quiet guy, but he will be putting all together.
For further investigation, we also did an interview with a man who he admit went to the same high school as Dahmer.
She's always been this weird kid in high school, who never really had a friend and always been an outcast.
Do you think that could be the background of what drove him to commit horrific crimes?
I'm not sure. I have a lot of quiet friends, and they seem really normal.
Do you think the 936-year sentences in prison was acceptable for what he's done?
I think he deserves what he did. He's a whole living nightmare for all of us.
To get another point of view of the horrific events of Jeffrey Dahmer, we also asked the locals about what they perceive as the most disgusting case that's ever happened in history.
What's your opinion on this case?
I think it's a bad crime.
Do you think 936 years of life sentences is acceptable for what he's done?
Yes, I think so because I think the case must be investigated until finished, and the criminal must be receive severe punishment because so that it doesn't happen again.
Thank you for your time. We really appreciate your answer. That's all. I'm Rizal Zanika Putra. Back to you, Andrea and Jennifer in studio.
Thank you for the report, Rifzal. We all hope this is the last case of murder that ever happened in history.
Thank you for tuning in with us. Keep on watching the Cat News to get the most accurate report events of the day. I'm Andrea Marcella.
And I'm Jennifer. Sign out.
Good evening. For 13 years, the details of Dahmer's offenses shocked the world, following his sentence and led to a left him
About the smells, and he says it was the raw meat he bought from the supermarket, and he said it was the raw meat.
Ventilation. It was then when they found out the horrible smells came from the body of her victims who were...
pulang dari ini aja.
I'm not sure. I have... salah baca.
Ya hilang.
Udah lanjut. Nggak usah dikat. Never really had a friend and always been an outcast.
Do you think that could be the background of what drove him to commit horrific crimes?
Apaan?
That's all. I'm Rizal Zanika Putra. Back to you, Andrea and Jennifer in studio.